back, Washington, D.C. Metro to Real Estate Radio, and I'm joined today by Louis Cammarosano with the Home Gain. I think that one of the things that I want to talk about, Louis, is that even though prices are, they're coming down, I think that if you are in the market to buy a home, if you have the capacity and the means to do so, that you're right now you have one of the lowest cost opportunities to own real estate just because of the low mortgage rates. So I know a lot of people are actually looking at what the overall prices are and what they're able to buy a home for, but I think it's more about the affordability and the actual cost of home ownership.
That's correct. And I think if you expect interest rates to go higher, you lock yourself into a lower interest rate, you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah.
However, the home prices may come down as interest rates go up. I still think that the main reason one should buy a home is because one wants the home and one plans on living there. If you expect to make money on it, you're bringing together a lot of information that's almost akin to day trading and trying to figure out direction of interest rate, where the employment's going to go, what your income's going to be in the future, and so on. If you take the I need to make money off of my house, I mean, when you buy a consumer good or a car or some clothes, you don't expect to make money from them. You buy them because you want them.
Right.
Unless you're going to rent the car out as a cab, it's not really an asset that produces income. I don't think people should look at their homes as that. They should look at them as a place to live, where, as you mentioned, if it's cheaper than renting, and if they're going to live there and they want the house, then they buy it. But if you're looking at it as now is the best time to buy and you're trying to make that analysis, I think that should be one of the factors.
Yeah.
But if you make it the primary factor, what people do is they talk themselves into it's a good price.
Right.
And they fall in love with it, similar to people who make stock mistakes, as they fall in love with a falling stock.
Yep.
Basically, I think they should buy the house because they want it and they want to live there, and they think it's a decent time to buy.
Sure. I mean, there is some exceptions, I think. If you are a real estate investor, it makes absolute sense for people that are looking for a positive cash flow return on, buying an apartment complex or buying a second home or multiple investment properties, because they can lock themselves in at these long-term low interest rates and lock in a nice positive cash flow.
Oh, of course. And also, if they expect home prices to go down or for people not to be able to meet their interest payments, they have a good source of people that are rent to.
Yeah.
But I think what most people do is they envisage themselves as some type of investor when really they're home purchasers.
Exactly.
And they should look at it that way, because if they really are going to be investors, they should be looking at, if I had to move out, could I rent the place out and still pay my mortgage?
Yep.
If they can't, then they're buying it at a premium, which is fine if you want that home and you want to live there.
Yeah. Totally agree. On Wednesday, the stock market was up big. The initial jobless claims were 407,000, less than the 442,000 that was expected. So that's a good sign for our overall economy as far as jobs are concerned. It was the lowest reading since July of 2008.